Hi everyone, and welcome to your tarot card reading. This message found you for a reason, and Spirit shows me today that a massive blessing and life-changing shift is coming up for you. So we are just going to jump right into this reading and see what the universe, your angels and guides are revealing concerning what you can expect around this massive blessing and big shift that's happening for you. And this is the Two of Pentacles. So yes, something is about to break open in your life, and it is something enormous. You have been juggling so much with this Two of Pentacles being here, keeping every ball spinning up in the air. Well, now that rhythm is about to change. The Two of Pentacles says the wave that you are riding is cresting, and you are ready to drop into what comes next. You have mastered this juggle, keeping all of those balls spinning up in the air. And now it's time to move forward. Snap forward, actually, is what Spirit is showing me, and be launched into somewhere and something completely new. And this is not a slow trickle. It is rapid. You have had enough of the slowness, this place where you have felt that nothing is happening, because everything with this Two of Coins is about to break free and push you forward. Life is being rewritten at the root. And this is the kind of overturning where you look back in a few months and you barely recognize the chapter that you were in before. Old patterns are lifting, old weight is dissolving, and things are reshuffling in your favor faster than you can even expect or imagine at the moment, because this change is definitely on its way, especially with the sun, because the sun tells us the storms are over. And that's the first thing this card wants you to know. Everything that you've been carrying, the doubt, the waiting, the shadow that you've been living under, it is all lifting away from you. And the sun does not ease in slowly. It floods the whole sky at once. All the internal work, the alignment you've been quietly holding even when nothing outside matched it yet, all of this is about to catch up with your reality. What was hidden becomes obvious. What was uncertain becomes clear, because the sun does indeed bring a great sense of clarity and being able to see things better than we ever have before. Joy stops being something that you reach for and starts being something that you are standing in the glow of the sun and the light of the sun. And all of this two-card combination at the moment is revealing that things are going to move fast. The sun does not trickle. It rewrites your story practically overnight. Confidence returns. Vitality returns. So look up. The clouds have already been broken open, and you are just catching up to it now. And here we have the Tower. Right now, you are in a strange but important phase. Small collapses, not big ones. Call them mini tower moments. That makes more sense, actually, because the Tower is not a card to be feared, but a card to be welcomed. The Tower brings change, suddenly, swiftly, out of the blue, unexpectedly, many times when we are not looking, which is why it can happen overnight. An old pattern might be resurfacing. A familiar person might reappear. A situation you thought was behind you circles back one more time. That is the energy of the Tower as well. But this is not a setback, not at all. It is a final exam, because the universe is showing you these things one last time so you can see them clearly and realize with total certainty that they no longer match your frequency. You're not that person anymore. And now you have proof, because you are basking in the glow and the light of the sun. And that is pure energy of happiness, joy, contentment, peace, and the desires of your heart, as well as we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins as the next card for your reading. This is about being grounded, whole, unshakably rooted in your own worth. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't chase her value. She simply knows it, the way she knows the ground beneath her feet. And this is the energy that you have been quietly building toward through all of your self-worth work. And it's why you are rejecting anything less lately. The half effort, the inconsistency, the almost right. And you are not settling because the energy of the Queen of Pentacles does not settle. She doesn't need to. Right now, you are standing in the energy between these two cards, the Tower and the Queen of Coins. That clicking into place that you are feeling right now is the space between these two cards. The last thing falling away right as you land solidly in who you have already become. So let's grab another card or two and look at this from your soul's perspective in regard to what we need to hear, please. Well, this is Judgment. Judgment is the soul level reckoning card, and it's asking you to zoom out for a second because your spirit team is reminding you that none of this has been random. The moment you look back over everything and finally hear the call to understand why these people, why these tests, why those events that happened, why this exact path and not an easier one. Judgment is the awakening where the pieces stop looking like chaos and start looking like a plan. Every difficult character who tested your patience, pushed against your morals, pressed on your limits, they really weren't obstacles in your story. They were indeed part of your curriculum. And judgment is the moment that you rise up and see the whole curriculum at once. And that is your awakening. That is your clarity. And that is why this combination of cards at the moment is so very powerful, because you are seeing and embracing the light that is you. But we are going to see what else. We'll grab another card for clarification for this message. And this is Strength. Strength tells us that you can only be tested in the way that you have been because of who you already are. Your strength and your resilience, not force, not aggression, the quiet, steady kind of power that comes from mastering yourself rather than overpowering the world around you. It's patience that isn't naive, compassion that isn't weak, loving the journey more than the destination, and giving chances, real ones, multiple ones, because some part of you has always understood that growth takes time, including the growth for other people. None of what you have been through throughout your life has happened to you by accident. On some level, you did indeed choose it. You picked this path, these characters, these tests, because some part of you wanted to finally understand why you are this patient, this compassionate, this willing to keep choosing growth over grudges. You are not the victim of your story. Strength made you capable of walking it. Judgment is what lets you finally see it clearly, on purpose, for a reason that more than likely for the majority of you, if not all of you that are taking in this reading today, is finally starting to make sense to you. Let this be your sign. Well, keep your eyes and body open right now. The universe is speaking to you directly, and that is something that is coming in very powerfully from Spirit right now. But what's coming in more than anything else is lightning and thunder for some reason. And that could be because of those lightning bolts that are striking the tower here on the Tower card. Lightning and thunder. If you are experiencing a lot of this at the moment, pay close attention. It isn't background noise. It's a signal, loud and electric, that something big is charging up to come sweeping into your life. The other thing that's coming through from Spirit at the moment is ladybugs and butterflies. If you keep seeing them again and again, this is not coincidence either. They are a repeated nudge, a little wink from the universe confirming that you are on the right track. Are you guys seeing a lot of ladybugs or butterflies? I have not seen a ladybug in a very long time, but butterflies, yes. Those beautiful symbols of transformation and rebirth, I see them all the time. What kind of signs and synchronicities are you guys watching this reading today seeing? I'm always interested to know what's going on in your lives, so please take a moment to share that in the comments as well. But the other thing that's coming through from Spirit at the moment, the other thing that they want you to pay attention to, is what is happening in your body. A sensitive solar plexus, perhaps. Random nausea, that strange, restless discomfort around your ribs. Butterflies in your stomach that won't settle. Jittery, wired, like you are waiting for something to drop. That is the anticipation energy. Your body picking up on the shift before your mind fully catches up to it. Yes, so you could be experiencing some physical symptoms of this change, this metamorphosis, and this transformation that is well on its way into your life. You are not imagining any of this, is the point. You are experiencing the divine talking directly to you. But we're going to ask for some guidance to see what Spirit wants to provide and how we handle what's coming in. Don't rush past this. This says slow down. Celebrate every win. The big ones, obviously, but the small ones as well, especially the small ones, the quiet ones that no one else even notices. Pause. Take a moment for yourself. Actually savor it before you move on to the next thing. You've spent so long pushing forward that you may have forgotten how to just sit in a moment and let it be enough. Stay present, stay open, allow yourself to receive, not just achieve. There's a heart-centered, blissful energy moving in right now, and it can only reach you if you are here for it, not 3 steps ahead, already worrying about what's coming next. Savor the moment, slow down, take time for you, take time for yourself, and do something every day that your body will appreciate as well. Trust the call. So, what I'm really getting coming in from this card is that what's coming in isn't going to look exactly like what you have pictured. It's going to be different. And different in this case means it's going to be so much better than you even imagined. So what Spirit is asking you to do is trust the call, trust the process, let go of the exact shape you expected this to take and let it arrive the way it is actually meant to. Everything in your life and in your world is aligning. This is your time to shine, rapid, beautiful change, and stepping fully into the life that you have been preparing for. You have done the work. Now it's time to live it and love it. This is all I have for today, everyone. Thank you for joining me to hear this beautiful message from Spirit. If this reading resonates with you, please hit the like and subscribe buttons just below the video, and I'd also greatly appreciate it if you take a moment to leave a comment as well. Wishing you all of the best of everything in life, love, happiness, prosperity, peace, and abundance. See you next time.